Woburn Trails then, the place that actually runs better in the winter right now than even in the summer, which is why we've come here today. And Squarespace have sponsored today's venture down into the woods. They are the all-in-one, one-stop shop to build a mega online presence and run your very own business. So Woburn's where it all started for me. These dirt jumps have been here longer than I've been riding, but it was this place that allowed me to discover mountain biking with my twin bro Jono. And we got our teeth into the sport, and that's actually the reason I'm still here today, stood on a berm on a Tuesday, is because of this place. So it's been forever changing. It's right now, I'd say, at its best ever, especially after the last couple of weeks. There's been mega builds going on, which I'll show you in a minute. But I've come here today to ride. The ground is rock hard as it's minus 0.5. One of my favourite things about living in the UK is December when it gets sub-zero. It's great. You can't even feel how hard you're pulling the brake because you've got numb fingers. Love it. So, I mean, look at the place. This 180 berm's colossal. It's full of sandbags. It's been built by the hard labour camp crew. All that stuff has been there about 7 years. This place got fully bulldozed about 7 years ago. Flat. There was nothing left. And before that, it was epic. And then we started again. I helped build all that stuff there up to about here. And then Sam Johnson returned from the Dark Ages, King of Spades. He built this place originally with his crew. And now look at it. All that stuff down there. Every time I come up here, gets better and better and better thanks to a whole crew of diggers who might even be coming down today. Greg, Tony, James, loads of gangsters that love digging and love shovels and love work. So we're going to ride that hard work today. And there's a small line which is better than ever. It looks like it's running great. It's got longer, but I think this is the best it's looked all year. Obviously during lockdown, this didn't get any traffic. The bike park was shut. And the more you put tyres through this sand and it kind of gets colder, the more it goes hard pack. And I think hopefully today we're going to be mega boosting. You can see the trails are almost blue grooving. Like you get that hard pack centre line. Look at the step down at the start. It's the best it's looked. I'm buzzing. We've chosen the right day. Let's get my helmet on, have a play. We'll start on the small line because I've never even hit all the new stuff. So let's do this. The small line. Oh, that corkscrew berm's sweet. Hey, sick. That's going to be a game changer for riders here. These two berms are magic. That one's a corkscrew, so you go in high, come out low. Cambered roller, rip this one, pump down again. This is a sick section, such a clever use of space. And kind of slows you down. Woben's always got big fast because it points downhill. That's not great for some people. Some people like jumps up to a limit. When they just get big too quick, it kind of sucks. This is perfect. A really good beginner's line. I'm going to ride it more. Get down to Woben. Such a nice slow start. Pump, double roller, trails. Oh! Corkscrew, full helix. I love that. And I guess it's going to go into this new pump track. I could ride this sort of line all day. It's like a roller coaster. That's really clever. Chris has built the entrance to that berm up so that it corkscrews down, like I said. It means that you don't have to rip the berm for speed. You just pump up and kind of glide back down. And then into this one, it just feels awesome. It's so smooth. Need to come up with some transfers. Should we play around on this? This little jump's obviously next to the big line. So we could go, I'll tell you what, I'm going to transfer up into the big landing, try and get speed for the big left hip, because now the bathtub feature's running. It's all been concreted and stuff, so will there be enough speed? It's a big call for someone who's not really looked at it. I'll give it a go. Watch my pedal catch on the bathtub, huge over the bars, double spiral fracture, A&E. Have I done it? I have to. I pedal. Yes. Have I done it? I don't know. I have to. I pedaled. Not good. Woo! That berm feels like a skyscraper. When that's running fast, it's going to be the dream.
That was sick.
Well, it wasn't. Well, actually, thanks. I guess it was. That is enormous. What size is that?
Wow.
Did I go over the bath, like?
Yeah.
Or like across it?
I think you went just over it.
Cool. I'm so deep here, it's crazy. All done by hand. I'm keen to get over the bathtub properly, which means hitting this jump. And you can do that starting on the berm up here, which isn't ideal, but this old chestnut. Such a solid berm, this one. Mega. Not in the bath, over the bath. Oh man. Oh man. Do that again. I lost a lot of speed casing this, so I'll make up for it. Let's go. There we go, that's sweet. So nose bonk it. Don't know how that would work. It's quite, or foot plant, downside foot plant.
Yeah, it's downside foot plant would be cool.
But it is ice cold slippery metal. That is true. So I'll give it a go. These feel fast. Winter's so good for riding, just not so good for extremities. I hope my foot doesn't slide on the bath, because frozen ground is notoriously bad news for crashing. I think it'll be fine. I'm going to try and get my bike a bit further above my head, because actually I thought my foot was going to slip off. I really did. And then you'd get a bathtub to the thigh, which never happens. So could have wrote a book about that. Who could ever say I broke my femur on a bath in the woods? People would question you, wouldn't they? Nah, you didn't, mate. Oh! Ow! Oh man!
Are you okay?
Yeah. Feel how hard that is.
I can tell. Wow.
Oh, did my bike land on the fence?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was going to be soft, and I like didn't bend my arms.
Oh my
I thought it was just going to push in. It's spiky.
Mate, that 270 though.
Oh, thanks.
Was mental.
Oh.
You okay?
Do you know when your feet are cold?
Yeah.
And your toes hit the front of your shoes?
Oh.
I did that on the case then, and then again, it's like rock hard chipolatas getting bashed against the freezer door. Ow. I want to do it again and get a proper one. Doesn't that look like soft dirt?
It does, yeah.
It's not, it's spiky. Snap 2 spokes on the fence. Good job the bike went that way, not me, isn't it? You can just wrap them round, I think. This hasn't happened for years.
Very nice.
BMXers always snap spokes, don't they?
Yeah. I have a few like that on my bike now, I think.
What, just wrap round?
Yeah.
How long do you think they'll last?
Don't know, it's probably been like that for 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Too busy spending money on rear tyres on your car, aren't you? To buy 2 spokes, Ben. Did you see what actually happened? My foot slipped like out the top of the bath, didn't it?
Yeah.
In slow-mo. So I could go slower and pop more, I think. It would look like, it would be nice. It'd be nice. Ooh.
Yes!
Oh. I want to do one more, I'm still not satisfied.
Yes! So sick.
What a superb section of trails. Straight, 90-degree left, 180 right, 90 right. Big jump that's yet to be ridden. What a use of space. We need to get the drone up and running, because trains from above here will look spectacular, won't they? Tremendous. Riveting content. You just don't really want to end up in this section. Imagine a fast crash into that.
That'd be
like you
horrible.
could be like already winded from landing on your chest on a bath, and then you don't get a chance to get your arms out, like that. Can you imagine that? Imagine seeing it. Oh. That would be so funny.
Oh, mate.
Shall I ride the big line?
Yeah.
And then you can still end up on this stuff, so I'll just try and not do that. I like the bath. You could flare over that, I think, once this has all been cleared. That's the ultimate bucket list trick over that. Let's do it. Whoa. That's collapsed. That's collapsed. Oh my God. That's given me a puncture, the spokes.
Really?
Yeah. It roosted out in the corner. The whole fourth corner's collapsed.
Oh wow.
Which is mad, because that was all concreted, so it was one capped corner. So I guess for it to collapse, the whole thing collapses. Feel that?
Oh,
You can see where it went in the berm.
I heard the noise. Yeah. Hectic.
Mad that you can ride without spokes, but it punctures your tyre, your inner tube. Damn, didn't even make it to this one. I like this jump. Does feel good. I need to ride here a lot because it's rock hard. It's had so many tyres through it. That central groove is really smooth. This place is amazing when it runs like this. It kind of swings in the summer from being too dry, but it never gets too wet, and this is perfection. It's Woben season. It's grind season. Bathtub's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're into that. The small line's great, and there's a whole new pump track build going on. I can't believe I didn't even mention that. Woben's got its best ever pump track in the works right now, so when Sam and all the guys that are building it and designing it are up here, we'll come and do a video on that with those guys. We've got kind of trickable dirt jumps that feels like the most flowy trails line, which is accessible for kind of, I guess, people that are new to dirt jumping. They have got gaps in, but this is pretty fun place now. Woben always used to get a little bit of stick for being quite advanced, like the first jump on the line's a hellish hip. If you can't jump straight jumps, you're not gonna be able to jump a hip, whereas now we've got this straight line and a pump track in the works, which is awesome. Just need to get a spot board and a cement mixer up here to sort that out. Because everything that slid down is huge lumps of concrete, so you can't just like throw it back up with a shovel. Good though, good to be back. I do love it here. Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring today's epic riding video and bathtub extravaganza. Squarespace has a whole host of features for building your dream ultimate website. You can have multiple contributors, which means that it's not just you that has access to make changes. Your whole team, your whole squad, whoever's involved can do that. You've got calendars to book appointments, so no matter what your business, if people need to book through Squarespace, they can do that, and you can choose your domain name, so you can select exactly what people type in and recognize you by at the point of building your website. So hit the link in my description to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can save 10% off your very first purchase by using the discount code that's down there too. And thanks for joining me back at Woben, the place where it all started, but now all these years later is better than ever, so we're going to come back here a lot this winter. I love it here. Legends. Plenty of popsicles down in the cellar.